What's up, douches? I'm in the Omega dungeon. I might just go beat Sin. I don't think I can do chocobo racing and getting all the balloons and 200 jumps and I'll have it saved if I ever want to come back to it, but I might just go beat Sin, get the storyline recorded, and then I really don't think I can play Final Fantasy X too. I looked at some of the achievements and it's like obtain a prism dress and get a dress spear and change your dress sphere in combat. And I'm not going to do that at all. That reminds me why I was like, well, PlayStation has Marvel vs. Capcom 2. So maybe I won't totally get rid of the PlayStation, but definitely it's time for Xbox. But actually now it's time for me to come back to reality. I have to do my student loan thingamajiggy before the 30th. I have to start. It's time to put away video games. I've been gaming since like May, since like June. I'm all gamed out. Off the record, allegedly, these Cernovich Yohimbine Rawliskine supposed to be a dietary supplement. Allegedly, when I was when I'm trying to elicit information as a private citizen to find out where all these criminal bullshit is connected to, you take some of those, you couldn't get a boner if you wanted to. I'm telling you. It's a great excuse to get the fuck out of there. No, no, no. I just wanted to talk. Anyways, they make you a little jittery, allegedly. Look, all this bullshit really just makes me realize how lucky I am to have my parents. Was it perfect? No. But now I understand a whole lot more. And even like, I kind of sort of understand, not to the level that a parent would, but seeing as how like, I want the best for my niece and whatnot, I kind of get it. I think that like my parents' like love for their children was weaponized against them. Um, and what made me think of all this is like, for real, like I am completely, my mind is blown by how much money I can save if I just cook for myself. And like, I was kind of cooking wrong because I was trying to throw the meat and the rice in at the same time and then like have it all like, it's weird. Like, I'll say it this way, like my parents always have the best intentions, but they don't always go about things the right way. So I like to like watch other people do stuff and try to like do it that way. So like the way Asha was cooking, like she basically before she left 2 years ago now almost, she got me a rice cooker, a wok, and a shredding machine. Because sometimes for work, I have to like shred documents, and I was like shredding it with like knives and shit like that. And I had these pans that like the handles were breaking off, and I was using like pliers to like, and I was like, pans are the cheapest thing in the world. I'm not gonna recycle a pan. I'm gonna keep using the pan. And I had this like weird system of like cooking. I just remember before she left, she got me a wok, a non-stick pan, which she took back because I wasn't treating it correctly, a rice cooker, a water filter, and a paper shredder, and like that revolutionized everything that I was doing. I was too lazy to cook for myself, so I just kept eating next door and shit like that. But I'll be damned. Like I remember my dad used to work two jobs, three sometimes, and he wouldn't even look at the money got direct deposited to the bank account. My mom handled all the bills. He would just come home and pick up like bags full of food, like the fried bananas, the salads, the chichamorada, whatever the Spanish shit, and then like chicken cutlets and rice and meatballs and rice balls and big ziti and all this food that my mom would just bake all day long. And I don't trust that super hot blonde bitch who moved to Leesburg. Look, you're gonna have to talk directly to me and like put out like on like the second date at a minimum. And even then, you have to understand you're on record getting engaged to someone, going to Italy, and then coming back and dumping him. So like prenups galore and shit like that. Like, I don't think you understand the situation you put yourself in. But anyway, but you're totally hot. Don't get that twisted. I just think you're corrupt as shit. But and a total sellout because they all watch TV. It's kind of like having the family. Like I remember, like we would be so tired from like sports and having to do like church bullshit that we would just be sitting there and I would be playing like Diablo 1 or StarCraft 1 and thinking to myself, oh, all these other people who are doing things and I'm stuck here. But that was the best thing in the world because all those famous people doing things were getting set up to basically be worshipped to Baphomet, to be sacrificed to, in some way or another, or climb up their crazy fucking ranks of their bullshit. Wow. Like, no, like, I did not know people this corrupt existed. This is why we can't have nice things, because people will sell you out for a Grammy. This stupid whore thought I would take a $350,000 bribe and then try to like get my niece famous so she could spend time at P. Diddy because she wanted to get a fucking Grammy. Are you fucking kidding me? There's no way you can recover from this. Like that's exactly why the bitch who makes nachos is hotter than you because she would never do that. It's so retarded. Not to mention, like for like literally 20 years, they've been like making all the dudes effeminate, all the women want to be boss babes. Like literally, just don't watch TV. I watch things from like the 80s and 90s and super early 2000s, and like I'll just be walking down the street and like I'm telling you, it's gotten to the point where like I don't even want to go outside because like by accident and it's annoying. Like girls don't just talk to you, they'll get in your way. They'll annoy you, they'll bother you. Like, why aren't you noticing me? But like when they're ready to fuck, they'll like have you carry their shit, invite you to their car, and then start making out with you and all that bullshit. So like I don't want to play the bullshit. Like I've been around to know when they want to fuck, they'll fuck. If they have like management teams and all that bullshit, it's because they have blackmail on them, probably from P Diddy parties, and I don't want to deal with it. It's just wow. I could probably save at least $2,000 a month if I just cook for myself. Holy shit. Holy shit. Wow. Look, I mean, like, until the day the Mormon church is like, we apologize for telling everyone that the golden plates exist, it was a stone in a hat and all that bullshit. Until they do all that bullshit, I don't really want to be involved with it because that's just another system of control. But seeing as how, like, there is the exact opposite of that system of control, just for like instead of like baptisms for the dead, they have you kill someone you're dating. Instead of like being married for time and all eternity as a goal, their goal is get married so you can blackmail them and pass them around and get movies while you get fucked in the ass. That's what it is, right? Like all the rumors coming out are that they were like passing around Beyonce and Justin Bieber and all the girls like the who I don't know who Young Miami is. I just hear that name being thrown out a lot. And guess what? How much do you want to bet that that was supposed to be what Tiffany Young was doing, getting passed out and pimped out, and then she would have gotten a Grammy? Oh no, but you saved me. No, because you did a smut scene, so you just kicked to the curb. And you'll get sued, and the money will get back plus damages. In the meantime, I'm gonna do my regular normal bullshit because seriously, it's like my dad would say all the time, you'll never find a woman like your mother. And he totally, like, there's no girl out there who will be happy just cooking and cleaning and letting you bring home like tens of thousands of dollars every few weeks and just invest it. No, they all want someone else's money. They all want someone else's attention. They all want to be in DM groups all day long and talk about what Sally and Susie and all that bullshit on TV is going on. My mom comes from a mountain village in Peru. I think my parents are afraid of the internet. Like whoever bought my parents' house, good luck getting the internet there. I really think my parents are afraid of the internet, and I think because porn. I really do think porn is a psychological weapon, but I view it as like smoking Newports. You can't like avoid porn. It's everywhere in the world. Government's literally pumping porn out to try to like get everyone to like rewire their brain so they can be brainwashed. So instead of doing that, it's like you have to like get so desensitized to porn that you just don't even care about it anymore. You're like, porn. Uh, yeah, I watched some porn like a few weeks ago for like 20 minutes, and then I was like, this bullshit. I'm done with it. It's like, fuck. That was smoking a Newport. Yeah, I haven't smoked a Newport in like 5 years. I got a head rush. I'm not even gonna finish the pack. Stupid Newports. That's how you got to view it, in my opinion, because it's everywhere. But holy fucking shit, I really think my parents are afraid of the internet. Which, ironically, if my parents would have had the internet at their old house, I probably would have never left it. I had to like go out and try to find places where I could like start learning computers because you can't do that without the internet nowadays. Holy shit. It's funny, like there are things that are priceless. Like there's no amount of money like $50 million isn't going to guarantee you that your parents, are actually going to love each other to the point that they help them get through a stroke. There is no amount of money that is guarantee that your dad will go to work and your mom will cook and clean instead of going out and doing stupid thoughty bullshit. I'm going to have to just get a girl from like the third world who's never watched TV before and just, hey, this is the plan. You still got to sign a prenup because once you come to America, you're probably going to go crazy. But if you pass that test, then you have all these resources. It's going to have to be like that because there is no way. Like, not even the other Mormon bitches. Like, that's why I say, like, there's something wrong with the Mormon church. Because, like, Casey Anthony was Mormon. Like, that Mormon bitch in Utah who, like, put her kids in, like, a cage and shit like that for TikTok views. So I mean, like, no, the science behind the religion. If you and the thing is, like, the Mormons who do the whole thingy all the way through, they didn't do it the way I did it. Mine was a lot of self-study and asking them questions and catching them in their own bullshit. So like, there's a like the science behind the Mormon shit can elevate your spirit in the same way that the science behind satanic Aleister Crowley shit will de-elevate your spirit. Now, are they ever going to get around to decoding all that? I don't think so. I think they very much enjoy the control that they have over everyone. I think that the Mormons very much enjoy being able to have a pool of people. They can be like, law of consecration and pay my bills for me, otherwise you're never going to celestial kingdom. And why wouldn't they? Because they have tax-free exempt status as long as they have people believing that bullshit. So like that's the bullshit that I believe they use my parents' good intention as a weapons against themselves. Like I went to a school, to a Mormon school, right, where like they literally had the heating thing blew up. If I would have been in the building, in the room when that happened, I would have died. And instead of using, and I was like, guys, there's so much corruption here. I'm finding all this corruption. And they were like, the people at church tell us that there's no corruption and you just need to pray more. You fucking kidding me? 20 years later, look at all this corruption, right? But that's what I'm saying. Like that one of the things that because one of the teachers I had at that school actually, he came from Harvard, and he was like, "No, I have like a specific." He was like, "I have a life mission to tell Mormons how full of shit Mormon shit is, and I'm going to teach them philosophy and logic." And he taught me how to use philosophy and logic. I have it somewhere written down, the 21 ways that arguments go, and that's how I started realizing all the bullshit. Because I was like, wait a minute, this is a logical fallacy. This is appeal to emotion. This is um, appeal to authority because I was going at my parents with like facts. I was like, here are facts. They are factually embezzling money at that school. They are factually allowing the systems to explode, and they were appealing to authority. Well, the bishop's friend invested in the school. Well, the person who sold us insurance, they gave you a donation to go to the school. That's how you can use your good intentions against you. So just be aware of that one. But holy shit, no, like all these people who sell it for money, so jaded, so tacky. Peace out.